was always the Jags.
It's always the Jags. It's always the Jags.
Always the Jags.
Welcome into Always the Jags, your number one podcast for all things Jacksonville, all things Jaguars, all things Duval. Trevor Lawrence. Clowning him, trashing him, not the future, not the guy, bust. Yeah, maybe he hasn't lit it up, as many number one overall picks have done, But let's just compare to some of the past number one overall picks right now. Because we want to compare Trevor to the top of the NFL, and I think that's the thing. We do that a lot, and it's like, yeah, I get it. And he's he can play with the best of them. Don't forget, this guy has taken down Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson. Only guy left on his Mount Rushmore is Joe Burrow that he hasn't been able to take down in a football game yet. So he's played with the best of them. But if you look at the Jaguars and who they faced, if you look at the past number one overall picks, right? Okay. 2024. Caleb Williams having a great season, and Caleb Williams did beat Trevor Lawrence head-to-head last season, right? And this looks like it's going to be the Bears. It looks like it's going to be a good season for Caleb Williams, but he's still too early to really compare his career to Trevor's. He's having the 2022, he's having his sophomore year that Trevor had. Huge resurgence, a lot better touchdown-interception ratio. 2023, Bryce Young looks like he's finally starting to put it together, and then it kind of falls off, and then he does, and then he doesn't. He's like a roller coaster. Hard to really pin him down exactly how good he is. 22, obviously, Trevor Walker. 21, obviously, Trevor Lawrence. 2020, Joe Burrow. Now, obviously, the number one thing is Joe Burrow has been to the mountain. He's been to the Super Bowl, to the top of the mountain, His first season with the Bengals, losing season. Second season with the Bengals, winning season, went to the Super Bowl. It's pretty insane. Next season, again, didn't go to the Super Bowl, but went to the playoffs. Pretty deep in it. 2023, got hurt. Bengals have a losing season. 2024, defense is bad. Joe Burrow looks like an MVP comeback player. They still have a losing season. 2025, gets hurt. Bengals still have a losing season. So one Super Bowl trip, one playoff run, 3 losing seasons. Trevor Lawrence, bad rookie year, 1 playoff run, no Super Bowl appearance, yes, but 22 was a playoff run. Winning season, no playoff run in 23. 24, got hurt, losing season. So if you're going to forgive Joe Burrow, basically, if you're going to forgive Joe Burrow for the losing seasons when he's got hurt, then you got to forgive Trevor for the losing season when he got hurt, right? And now Trevor's on his way to deliver us our 3rd winning season since we've drafted him. How many winning seasons has Joe Burrow given the Bengals since they drafted him? And at the end of the day, wins and losses make a difference, right? Your record overall. But again, having a winning season versus not a winning season is a difference in the culture. And as a Jags fan who endured, I'll say it over and over and over again, my first football game was Bears-Colts Super Bowl. And I have endured 10 losing seasons. We had 1 good one, and then we went 5 more. So for Trevor to deliver us our 3rd, our first season of double-digit wins since 2017, and what will probably be our first 11-win season since the 90s? I don't know, 2005, 2006, 2007. I can't remember how many games we won that stretch. And maybe our first 12-win season since the 90s. If it was our first 12-win season, it would definitely be since the 90s. So, let's be grateful that this man is on our team, right? People they ask the question all the time, and it's like, yeah, you could get a Jaden Daniels or a Drake May if you were to, get rid of Trevor. If this regime was like, Trevor's not the guy. But you could also get a Trey Lance or Mac Jones or Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold, where you're not really able to do anything with him until he goes to 2 different franchises, and then he becomes a starter for a team that's not yours. That's not the one that drafted him, right? So I'm not willing to take that risk and move on from Trevor. I've been a believer. I think he's shown enough. He's just got to work the mistakes out of his game. And I refuse to believe that the mistakes are part of the Trevor Lawrence experience. And these 3 games have showed us that. And so, if anything, now Liam Cohen needs to look at Trevor and look at this stretch of games. Yeah, it went against defenses. Again, the defenses, Titans, Colts, Jets, not exactly the 85 Bears, right? But Liam Cohen needs to look at this and see, like, look at how you can play mistake-free football. You have it in your genes. You've proven that you can do it. It's just, can you do it consistent enough where we can continue to win? Because this year we won in spite of a lot of mistakes that Trevor made. In the Cardinals game, 4 picks. That's not good. Yeah, but we still won. And I'm not going to count the pick in the Chiefs game because that was a bad call by the ref. But, and then Trevor had that 1 pick in the end zone with the Bengals game, pick in the red zone against the Raiders, and I don't know if he's seeing the field better or seeing the scheme better. Honestly, it's probably just Jacoby Myers. And what did I say how to fix Trevor Lawrence? What did I tell you to do? When we look at 22, he had receivers playing roles. So when he knew what he wanted to do, he knew exactly what receiver to hit, and he could rely on him to do the thing that he wanted to do in the moment. Zay Jones was the stretch the field guy. Christian Kirk was the slot receiver guy who could get open down the field or in the middle of the field, but you could throw it into a tight window and let his hands do the work, throw it to where he's going to be, and he's going to be there. And Marvin Jones was kind of like that possession type receiver. And what is working for Trevor right now? Parker Washington has become a do-it-all receiver, right? But he's working in and splitting with Tim Patrick and being that possession receiver. And Tim Patrick is that big body receiver, right? Brian Thomas Jr. Liam Cohen turned him into Zay Jones from 2022. He just said, Brian, run down the field. Give me a skinny post or give me a go route. Those are your 2 routes right there. You can do don't move and shake a guy off or whatever you want to do, but go down the field. Just go down the field. Stretch the defense. Keep him honest. In our running game, and we'll be able to hit shots over the middle. And Jacoby Myers is playing the Christian Kirk role perfectly. And again, because we are at a point where Liam Cohen has inherited a better team, I think we can get a better deal on the Jacoby Myers. Like, we had to pay Christian Kirk $18 million to leave the Cardinals to come here to try to jumpstart Trevor Lawrence. $18 million a year. And he was worth it, right? Because we got a lot of good plays and a lot of good out of Trevor from that. So that deal was not a bad deal that he got released, after 2 seasons. But now with Jacoby Myers, I honestly think we could sign him for $13 million a year, and his agent would take it. And I think Jacoby Myers would want to stay in Jacksonville for that. And that's what happens when you become a good franchise. You don't have to continue to overpay for guys. When people see that culture, they see the team, they see the quarterback playing well, they want to come play there, and you no longer have to shell out $6 million more than the next other team per year in order to get a guy to come here. And I think, and trading for Jacoby Myers helps too, because we got a chance to look at him and let him play. And now he's incentivized to play for us too, because now he wants that contract that's going to give him stability. And so I really do think he would take a $13 million a year. I think Devin Lloyd has definitely earned himself a $17 million a year. And Travis Etienne, I think we need to offer him the James Cook deal. I was going to say a little bit less, but after a 3-touchdown day, I think you give Travis Etienne the James Cook deal, maybe a little bit more guaranteed. And I think you say you want to keep playing with Trevor. It'll give you $12 million a year. Maybe 13. It's hard to pay because it's hard paying running backs. But to me, James Cook should be the comp for Travis Etienne. Thank you so much for watching Always the Jags. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Check out some of these other videos that I'm sure you'll be interested in as we chase Duval greatness. Thank you for joining us again, and until next time.